Today we're going to learn about collage. This game is called Collage Around the Room. The purpose of this activity is for you to learn and practice 4 different collage techniques and try out materials that you'd be using in the collage studio. You'll be doing this activity on the Collage Around the Room page in your art journal. The first technique is layering with tissue paper. Layering is putting one piece of paper over another, usually to show depth. Use tissue paper and glue sticks to create a layered design. The second technique that I'm going to show you is to make a design that has a theme. You'll be using magazines to do this. A theme is the subject of the collage. You'll be picking one common image or theme as the focus. Use magazines to create a themed design. The requirement for this activity is to use more than one picture from magazines in your design. What do you think the theme for this design is? The next technique is called tearing. You'll be using colored construction paper for this activity. Make a creative design with torn paper. Tearing is a way to change the shape and size of a paper by ripping it neatly and carefully with your fingers. The glue that you'll be using for this activity is called sponge glue, which is just a sponge that's been saturated with Elmer's glue. To use sponge glue, take the piece of paper and press it down on the sponge. This will coat the back of the paper with Elmer's glue. When you use sponge glue and you're using it to glue down paper, it's not necessary to dip the paper into the puddle of glue around the sponge. Pressing the paper down on the sponge applies just the right amount of glue to the back of the paper without getting too much. For this activity, you'll be making a monochromatic design using mixed media. Mixed media means that you're using more than one kind of material to make the collage. Monochromatic means the use of only one color and all of the values, lightness and darkness, of that color. Make a design with more than one material using a monochromatic color scheme. While you're at this station, try out the fancy scissors to create different edges on your shapes. For this design, I chose the color blue and searched for all sorts of materials and papers that were that color but in different shades.